it's someone that they know their goal, they know their vision, because those are the people that have the most success, in my opinion. People are going to be not denied; they are going to be successful. The benefit of being in the position that I'm in is if I get a client that comes to me, like Tyler says, like, hey, you've got a lot of body fat to lose and you want to do a show in 8 weeks, I won't do that. Here's what I will do. I'll get you on stage next year. The same show next year. We're gonna do it the right way. And I would much rather be historically correct, because when that person says no and goes and works with another coach and fails, they're going to come back to me and we're going to do it right, and that person's going to be forever grateful. Or what often happens now is I say that to them and they go, you know what, that's the answer that I actually needed to hear, that no one has said to me yet. So if you put your agenda aside and focus on the client's best interests, even if you lose a client in the short term, which can be hard when you're early on in coaching. You just want to say yes. You just want that client to sign up. But if you can put your agenda aside, which is to make money or be a successful coach, and put their well-being and health and benefit first, it's going to make sure that you have a long career.
But one of the things that I think gels us three together is I'm not sure if I know two more genuine, authentic people than you guys. So I am a big fan of your authenticity when you describe even that moment with a client. That I may lose this client, but I'm going to tell them something that they need to hear, something that's honest, because I don't want any false pretenses in signing this up. You're exactly right, Paul, that most of you guys just getting started coaching, you're going to say yes to anybody because you just need the revenue, and that's okay. That'll give you a wide spectrum of clients to work with. But what I love about what you're saying is, in your point in your career right now, you're extremely successful racking up those wins. Like some of the records I hold and wins and all that.
I don't think that's in danger.
You're
like Cy Young.
you may break those, but in my career, because I've already done that, I'm almost in this fatherly recycling of my career where I love working with people just getting started. Yeah. I remember what it was like when I was 20 and 21 and competing for the first time. And I really get a lot of joy just working with people who are just learning the basics, and they can get so excited. So your ideal client is somebody who's driven, they know their goal, they're going to crush it, and mine is just forming those foundations. Tyler, what do you see as like your favorite thing to do right now?
There's different trends that I've gone through, where the first one was the competitors, where I love working with competitors. But just going to the shows, just because that's the first thing I ever did when I first started coaching. And that was a big thing for me. It was nothing better than watching someone win the overall. That's a good feeling. But to me, it's 10 times better when someone loses their 50th pound and it completely changes their life. But there's the competitor, they're a little easier to coach to some aspect.
I would say they're much more likely to stick to the plan.
To get from his quicker and more efficiently. But weight loss clients, you kind of have to go around a lot, so you have to really teach them and really be involved with the progress. You can't just give like a meal plan, cookie cutter diet and just be like, all right, I'll talk to you. You have to know the trends.
Yeah, a successful lifestyle client who loses weight, they're not successful until they've kept the weight off.
So you have to teach them from the ground up what nutrition is, how to do it, what to do. Here's what you do now. After a few weeks, do this. Like, you're involved. So is competing. But
I like to coach the life cycle of a competitor now. So I find that most of my competitors are working with me for years at a time. We're going through phases of building and competing, which makes it even more invested on stage. It's not just like I did 20-week prep with you, talk to you next year. It's what do I do now?
I love that point. I just we're filming this at a point in time in the year, beginning of the year, and so I have a lot of clients who that's kind of their renewal phase if they're going to. I have a client who just signed up for his 8th year in a row with me. It's like a gym membership. It's just year after year after year, because even though his goals have changed, and it's almost like we're growing up together. It's there are different goals, and he's somebody who part of his life was a professional athlete, part of it is an actor, part of it is in more of a professional role. But he's like us. He's got different goals, and he just likes having that coach on his side, helping him with whatever he's working on. So one of the things that you guys both just addressed, which was perfect, was we all have different skill sets and interests. In week 1, Paul, you mentioned that it's great as a coach sometimes to drill down to that specific niche. What are you so good at because of your experience, your education, or it's something that nobody else can do that you can just really drill down into that is uniquely yours. But then that's going to change for each of us. Our interests are going to evolve as coaches. So if you can, Tyler, speak to for a second some of the things that have made clients want to hang around with you, because it used to be a mantra of ours at the Diet Doc that we don't want repeat clients, because if you come back to us, we've failed. We want sustainable progress. But in coaching, not just weight loss, some people really do love to be just part of your world. They want to be in your orbit where they're constantly getting information from you. So what do you specifically do that makes clients want to stay with you?
Well, we talked about it earlier when we talked about influence of being around people that you want to be around and maybe, I don't know, be like or just look like or just they like being around you because you're like, I like being around you guys because you guys make me better. And so I push my clients quite a bit to get better, not just in nutrition and training, but in life. And so I think that's important, and being involved with them a little bit in terms of like learning more about them. I think it goes a long ways when you just say, what are the names of your kids? Simple things like that, getting to know them. I think those things go a long ways in terms of just getting to know them. But your thought?
But you just made a great point. I almost feel bad, like if I'm in a hurry. It's Monday and I have a ton of work to get through, and I'm just like treating their progress and all of that as like, yeah, that's great. You take the time and say, oh wait, how was your vacation?
Yeah.
Or hey, you told me you were doing this
feeling
last week.
better?
How did that
You were
go?
sick last week, yeah.
Just checking in randomly and just asking, how are you doing on a random day? And they're like, wow, thanks for checking in. I was actually having a bad day, and now I feel great.
So kind of to play off what he said, because he was kind of getting at where I really believe that's allowed me to have a successful, like sustainable coaching business, is that I have a community now of athletes that whether they still work with me or they don't, they support each other. They have common goals. They have common common beliefs and common values that like we've kind of taught them. Like flexible dieting as an approach, structured flexibility as an approach. Long-term sustainability, not competing 15 times a year and every single year, like these core values that I have as a coach, and then these girls support each other when or a guy, when someone says, well, I want to compete this year, but coach doesn't want me to, and then, everyone goes, hey, he's doing it for a reason. So it's like you build this community behind yourself,